It is 8:30 a.m. Sunday, June 12th, 2022. I am going to clean up my bird feeder situation here and maybe use this opportunity to talk a little bit about it. So let's dump this guy here. This is a oh god. This is a bird bath that we got. So yeah, this is a hanging bird bath that we got for this hanging bird feeder system. Oh, there's a little snail on here. Or a slug, I should say. All I'm going to say is that I do not recommend this. You know, even if we have like nice, fresh, clean water, the birds they don't use it because I don't know, it's just too unstable, I guess. I don't know, because it moves around when they land on it. Now this thing is a feeder that's supposed to be good for Orioles. You're supposed to put like fruit and stuff on this thing, or like jelly, fruit jelly. It has not worked very well. We have a little grape jelly that we throw on top of this thing. Whoop. And I don't find that the birds visit this thing all that often. Oof. Alright, the next thing I'm going to talk about is this hummingbird feeder. It's a bit of a pain because you have to change out this sugar water pretty frequently. But it does work. We do get hummingbirds to this thing. In fact, this morning we had a hummingbird. It didn't stick around though because this sugar water, I think, is a bit too old and it did not seem to like the taste of it. So it didn't stick around. That noise you hear is a cardinal, male cardinal singing. This guy. That's a male cardinal. Now we don't get a ton of hummingbirds in this area, so unfortunately it is one of those things where you set it up, but probably gonna wait quite a while before you see one. So it's not the most rewarding thing, but like, you know, hummingbirds are awesome, and so when you do see them, it is rewarding. So anyway, this one needs some sugar water, so I'll fill that up here in a little bit. The next thing is this guy. This is a woodpecker feeder. You're supposed to put suet in it, but you can also put like whole peanuts, in-shell peanuts in this thing. And I have to say it doesn't work very well. In fact, we didn't get very many bird visitors to this thing for a very long time, even though we had suet and peanuts in this thing. Most birds preferred this box style or platform style feeder. Mostly left that thing alone, but as you can see, it's actually empty now. Yeah, I guess they do use it, but the thing is, you know, when I'm sitting here watching the birds, I don't tend to see very many birds on this thing. So they must be feeding on it at night or something, or when I'm not around. But look at that, it is empty. So they are clearly using it. Alright, so we're gonna fill the hummingbird feeder here with a little bit of sugar. And then some water. Stir up a little bit. And go ahead and cap it up. Okay, there we go. So that's our hummingbird feeder. This is the grape jelly that's supposed to be good for the Orioles, though I haven't seen one. One and spray or drop some into that guy there. Alright, so next let's get some suet into this thing. Yeah, here we go. I got some suet. Stick that in there. Good. And I'm going to fill it up the rest of the way with these whole peanuts. Like so. And that's it. We got this platform style feeder. I'm gonna just toss some seed into. So if you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that I got this feeder because I wanted to attract blue jays. So I wanted a big flat platform and just toss a bunch of whole peanuts in like this to attract blue jays. And we've been very successful. We get a ton of blue jays here. Because previously we've been using these sort of cylinder style feeders. And these attract small birds and starlings. But the blue jays obviously won't use this. So we get blue jays and mourning doves and grackles here on this type of feeder. So another word about this bird feeder, or this style of bird feeder, is that it's nice and convenient if all you care to do is do bird watching. You just want to see the birds. Hanging all of these feeders is it's nice and simple. But if you're like me, I like to shoot pictures of these birds, in which case I actually found that this hanging style bird feeder is not very good, because all of those little hanging wires and poles and stuff like that, they obscure the bird. Like you can see right now, if I were to take a picture of this cardinal, there'd be that metal rod in the way. So yeah, just not the most ideal style bird feeder for bird photography. I mean, it brings lots of birds to the yard all the same, so it's great in that respect. But having a platform style that just stands, off the ground would be better for photography. Another major problem with these hanging style feeders is that the birds, they like to perch on top of these things, and they poop. so there's constantly droppings going into the food or into the water, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's another sort of downside to these hanging style bird feeders.